Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello and welcome into this Golf Central update. I'm Cara Banks as we take a look at what took place on the first day of the CJ Cup in South Carolina. Rory McIlroy was playing alongside Tom Kim and Ricky Fowler. Both Rory and Tom got off to a good start, 5 under par today. Bit of a difficult one for Ricky Fowler after that good performance, finishing runner-up at the Zozo Championship last week. But the two who were one off the lead were kind enough to speak to our Todd Lewis.
Rory, we talked earlier this week about how much you love Congaree. How would you describe your game and the comfort level of this golf course right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think now that I've played a competitive round on it, I'm a little more comfortable with what I'm doing. I was still in two minds about what clubs to hit off tees and lines, but I think after playing it today, I think I'm a little more, hopefully we'll be a little more comfortable going into the next 3 days. But it's an awesome golf course. It reminds me very much of like the Australian sand belt, the way it plays, and I feel like we don't play enough of these sort of golf courses on tour, so it's a nice treat for us.
Tom, this is the first time you and Rory have been in the same group on the PGA Tour. You have played a practice round together. How would you describe your strengths out there today?
I mean, it was really, really fun for me. Obviously, our lines were very, very different off the tee. I can't say enough about how amazing it was to see his game, and it was a privilege. So, we had some fun out there, and obviously playing well helps.
Rory, yesterday during your press conference, Tom came in and kind of hijacked the press conference a bit and asked you a question. I'm going to give you a chance to return the favor. Is there something you'd like to ask Tom?
Wow.
Oh, geez. Thanks for putting me on the spot here, Todd. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what to ask a 20. He did, I said, "Oh, when do you turn 21?" This isn't a question; it's just a conversation. And he goes, "Oh, I turn 21 next June." I'm like, "I'm going to be 34 years old before he's allowed to have a drink in the United States." So, yeah, that's it. Your 2 PGA Tour wins. Did you sneak a beer in there or not? You did not? All right. Well, when you turn 21 and you win your next PGA Tour event, I'm going to bring you out for a few drinks.
All right. Rory's buying. How about that? And finally, Tom, as you stand beside Rory McIlroy, who's been a legend in the game in this generation, I know you're still carving your own path, but are there things on and off the golf course you'd like to copy from Rory McIlroy?
Of course. I mean, I think everyone in the world takes away from what he does in this game, and just the way how many years on tour he has, and to be hitting the ball as far as he does and still, maintaining his body and not getting injured. It's amazing. So hopefully I can have a long career like him, and it was amazing to play with him for the first round. So hopefully I can stay on tour as long as he did and have the success he does.
Well said, guys. Thank you very much. We look forward to that 3rd PGA Tour win down the road, Tom.
I think I might be looking forward to it more than he is.
Yeah, playing together for the first time on the PGA Tour, McIlroy and Tom Kim combined to shoot 10 under today. Here's a look at Rory's scorecard in particular, opening his 2022-23 season campaign with that bogey-free 66, seeking the second successful title defense of his career, because don't forget, he won this event last year. Let's hear what he had to say after the round.
You've been in such a good groove recently. I'm just curious why you had Michael come out to check last week.
I hadn't seen him since Wentworth. So what was that? So Italy, week off, Dunhill. So I hadn't seen him in like a month. So I thought it was just a good time to get a little checkup before playing here, and then depending on how this week goes, whether he comes back out again before Dubai or maybe just makes a trip to Dubai for a week of sort of looking at me a little bit and watching golf and having a vacation.
Was there anything you were working on?
A little bit, yeah. I'm just trying to get my right arm to support the club a little more at the top. Sometimes I take it back and then my right arm and elbow sort of starts getting behind me. So just trying to get it more sort of online in front of me. It's actually a nice swing thought to have, because it's not so much that it's taking your attention away from the target or the shot that you're trying to hit. It's literally just trying to support it a touch more at the top. That's it.
When you talked about a reset after the Ryder Cup last year, what was the most important ingredient in that?
I think getting back ownership of my game, I sort of went down a path that I realized wasn't for me. And that was really it. Just trying to get back ownership of my game, my golf swing, and being okay with doing it my way. I think that was the big thing.
What led you down that path in the first place?
I probably had I struck the ball very poorly at Bay Hill in 21 on the weekend, and then the first 2 days at the Players in 21 were some of the, I was producing golf shots that I didn't know where they were coming from. So then I started to, go down a different path. I got another opinion from Pete Cowan and sort of started to go down that path. And it was good. Look, it was very good at the start. I think Pete actually got me back on track a little bit, and I won at Quail Hollow. But then I started to keep going down that path a little bit too much, and then it just got. I guess I just felt like I didn't fully own what I was doing, right. So it was just trying to get a little bit more of me back into it. But yeah, so that was it.
Always a very honest take from Rory McIlroy there. He sits on the leaderboard. Big group of them actually tied third. One back of the two leaders. Trey Mullinax and Gary Woodland were the best today with opening 65s to sit at 6 under. Let's get their reaction to their work on Thursday.
Played really well. Tee to green, hit a lot of really good golf shots. Putted really well on the front. Had a lot of good opportunities. Was able to convert on those opportunities. But ball striking was really well. It was really good today. I was very pleased.
What's been your thoughts on the course overall?
I think it's an awesome golf course. I think they've done an amazing job with it. We don't get to play these kind of courses all the time, so I think it's a lot of fun for us and a treat. You can hit any shot you want. You don't have to hit the same shot over and over, which is really fun about this golf course and kind of brings an artistic feel to it. And so I really enjoy those type of golf courses, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, today was a really good day. Got off to a nice start, which was great, birdieing the first 3, but I drove the golf ball well all day, saw some putts go in, and that kind of freed up the ball striking. Playing from the fairway out here is a huge advantage, and I was able to attack a little bit from there as well. So all in all, I had all 3 aspects of driving, ball striking, putting going on, and it was a good day.
You mentioned the fairways. It's looking a little crunchy out there as well. Just talk about the challenges that this course presents.
Yeah, golf course is in unbelievable shape. It's very firm though, so you can get the ball rolling. So having the ball with no wind, it's nice to get the golf ball up in the air, trying to minimize that rollout once it lands in the fairway. So I played aggressive today, hit a lot of drivers, and drove the ball beautifully, which set up the rest of the game.
Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Mallorca Golf Open on the DP World Tour. This is how things look after their opening round. Nice 8-under par 63 from Marcus Armitage to lead by 1 as he tries to book himself a place in the DP World Tour Championship. That is coming up next month. Speaking of which, here's how you can watch the second round and plenty of other coverage on Golf Channel tomorrow. 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time is when it all begins from Mallorca. I'll have pre-game coverage with Notah Begay III at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow before we can watch that live second round of the CJ Cup. We'll have post-game coverage for you at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, also gearing up for the opening round of the Dominion Energy Charity Classic on the PGA Tour Champions. What a day it was at the CJ Cup in South Carolina, which is experiencing its 4th different venue in the short history of its tournament.